Welcome back, everyone. Quickly, let's continue our discussion on CSS colors. And right now, we'll be discussing about CSS RGBA color values. The CSS RGBA color value is extension of RGB color values with an alpha channel which specifies the opacity for a color. RGBA color value is specified with red, green, blue, and alpha. So I'm going to show you how this works. The alpha parameter is a number between 0.0 fully transparent and 1.0 not transparent at all. Experiment by mixing the RGBA value. So I'm going to show you how all this works quickly so you can be able to understand what is going on right here. So back to our document. As you can see, we are having this in our previous tutorial. We are still in our CSS RGB colors playlist. So you can continue, you can check it also, and also you can find this tutorial also in our CSS colors value. So you can find it in either RGB colors or CSS color value. You can find it there. So right now, what are we trying to do? We are trying to bring in something. What are we trying to bring? Alpha. As we have already discussed about this, R is red, G is green, and B is blue, right? Now let's bring in another color. Let's change our body background to alpha. Let's comma. The alpha will be comma. After the comma, we are going to specify alpha. When we specify 0.1, we are going to see what will happen to our color. Let's reload. Can you see? We're having this kind of color. When we specify 0.5, we are going to see it's like this alpha. I'm going to show you the benefit of using it. Point you can reach up to 10, I think. Yes. Can you see? So, and don't you forget, you can change this parameter right here also. Maybe you give it 5. If you give it 5, it's never going to work. But if you give it 2, let's see if it's going to work. It's never going to work. If you give it 0, you can only start from the 0. And now increase this one right here. You can increase the other one right here, which you can increase it up to 9. You can increase it up to 10. You can increase it. You can use it to switch color. Can you see? 8. When you specify 8, this yellow, can you see? The yellow is getting darker. But when you bring it down, it's going to light. Let's reload. Can you see? So let's say, for instance, now because we mix in our previous tutorial, we mix red and green color and give us yellow, right? The yellow, we are now trying to change the opacity. Maybe you want it to be higher level, to be in higher level. If you specify 10, it's going to be a yellow color that is going to, no, I think it's 9. You can only reach up to 9. Yes. So can you see we are having the yellow in full opacity? But if you want the yellow to light a bit, you can say 0.5. It's going to light. Let's reload. Can you see it's light? Let's say 0.1. You're going to see. Can you see it's light? So the same thing goes when we specify 0 here. Let's say, for instance, we are having red. We want the red to light. Can you see the way the red is? Let's increase the red to 9, up to 9. The opacity is from 0 to 9. Let's reload. Can you see? It's come up fully. So the same thing. One thing I would just advise you is that this alpha channel also is the same thing that we did in our previous tutorial where we discussed about the alpha. Where we discussed about the shades of gray. Yes, the shades of gray, because we discussed about something where we discussed about the shade of gray, where we increase something like this with the same color. That is the same thing we are doing with this alpha. So the one that suits you, you can just try it. So let's say for instance now we want to change our blue, we want to use alpha in our blue color. So we can say we can specify 255 right here. Then we will have our full, our blue color will full, right? But when we want to decrease, we want the brightness to come down, we can give it 5. Can you see? And we can give it 1 also. So you can see you can increase from 9 to a 0. When you give it a 0, let's see, can you see? So now let's say you want to increase it to 4. You are going to see what we have. Can you see? If you want it to get darker, you can specify, you can never specify anything beyond 9. So it's not working when you specify 10. It's not going to work. Can you see? So it's like if we are trying to count again. So let's say you specify 100 now. Let's reload. Can you see? So just specify something from 0 to 9. And don't you forget, you cannot use this, the one that is at the left side right here. This 0, just leave this one at position of a 0. Then increase the right one. So that's how I can tell you, so you can be able to understand it very well. But if you want, you can increase the both, decrease the both, so you can be able to understand the scope. Let me decrease the both. Let's 4 here, and let's give this one 5. Let's see what will happen. Can you see? It's all 9. You understand? So it's like we say 5 plus 4 making 9. So it's like we can say 3 plus 3 plus 6. 3 plus 6 is going to give us the same thing. So I would just advise you to just forget about the other one right here. Just 0 point, increase it and increase it to your taste point from 0.9 to whatsoever. Let's give it 0.3. Can you see? It is working nicely. So this is what I have to show you about the alpha. So once again, let me recreate this so you can be able to understand the alpha in details. So let's now say, let's say we have this, our body, we select our body, we did not give it any color yet. Let's reload our document. Can you see? Now we want to use background color. So when we use background color, we want to use RGB. When we specify RGB, you know that we say is red, green, blue, right? Now let's specify the red to be full, 255, and let's specify 0 0. Green and blue to be in 0 0. Let's save our document. Can you see we are having this red? But let's now say you want to use alpha, you want to decrease the brightness of the red. Now you will now use alpha, which is 0.0. So it starts from 0.0. So when we specify 0.0, it's going to light the lightest. So let's bring it up a bit. Let's give it 0.3 so you can see what I'm talking about. Can you see? It's getting light. The red color is coming up gently. So when we specify 7 again, let's increase it by 7. Can you see it is coming up? If you want to have the full red color, you have to specify 9. Up to 9. You cannot bring anything beyond 9. So, or you can specify 3 plus, you can 3 plus 3 plus what? 3 plus 6. So, and you can have 9 again in this manner. Can you see it's not changed? So, and you can have 3 plus 3 to decrease it again. I purposely do it in this manner so you guys can be able to understand what I'm talking about here. 3 plus 2. This is not working because this, let the value right here be lower than the value that is here, or you can make them equals to, let's say we give it 6 now. I think it's supposed to work. Definitely it's not working. Definitely I will advise you not to use this one at the opposite here. Just use the second one so you can be able to see what will happen when you are changing the color. Can you see when we give this? So you can increase up to 9 and you can decrease up to a 0, but our advice, you can decrease up to 1 or a 0 also. Can you see? Let's give it a 0. So the lightest, can you see how it looks? So try your thing, because this one is now representing RGBA. You can see it right here, RGBA, red, green, blue, and alpha. This 0.0 right here is alpha. So that's what I want to show you guys. Make sure you practice this, because practice make perfect. Anwar Akorede Ayofe is my name. I wish to see you guys next time to our next tutorial. Have a great day. Thank you.